Morning everybody. It's still March and the clocks went forward last night. So it feels very early and it feels dark, and the horses looked at me in a very confused way this morning. Although I actually got up half an hour early yesterday as well, so they looked more confused yesterday, I want to say. So they've only moved like half an hour one day and then half an hour the next, and so have I. But I still struggle. I'm not very good when the clocks change. I feel half asleep this morning. So there is my breakfast. Today I'm going to do worm egg counts, the first one of the year. In past years I've done them earlier in the year, and Tommy's always come up clear. The others come up clear all year, but Tommy always comes up clear in the first one and then doesn't for the rest of them. So I've decided to delay it a little bit this year because I think probably it's not worth doing it at the end of February, beginning of March, for where I live with the ground I've got. I think the worms aren't waking up and surfacing earlier in the year. So we're going to see how it works with doing it this weekend. This year I did mean to do it last weekend and I sort of forgot to buy any kits. So that's the plan. There's a few other jobs. It is supposed to be sunny today, which is finally, because I really feel like I need some decent weather. It's going to get colder again next weekend, which is Easter, which would have been nice to have 4 nice days, and I had a week off a week or so ago and it wasn't particularly great either, so I haven't done very well on doing all my spring jobs this year at all. Chesney desperately needs his legs washing, so I'm going to try and do that later on today. They got very muddy yesterday and they'll get muddy again today, so when it comes to the end of the day that will be better to do them, and then they'll be going to give them a good check over and stuff. That's my alarm to put the hay steamer on, which I've already done. So Thomas is finished, haven't you? As usual, you finished your breakfast. Say hello to everyone because they've not seen you for a while. And he's been a reasonably good boy at the moment. I think he may be challenged to get in this evening. With the clocks changing, I think he'll think it's too early. Good boy, sorry, but we'll see. Basil was still just riding a little bit. The weather has not helped our progress. He's not going to look up with that. But we are moving forward, I think. He seems to be a lot better, although we had a little blip on earlier in the week when the farrier came. That seems to make him very sore. So we'll see about that. In theory, you know, he's supposed to be getting better, and he seems a lot better when I'm riding him and generally, so I'm not sure what that was on Tuesday. Anyway, I think I'm going to put Tommy out and get on with the mucking out and filling my little boxes, and hopefully it will start getting light then, so I shall see you in a little while. Well, the sun has come out and I now have a little friend. Hey? That's nice. It's still a bit chilly, isn't it, Days? Hey? So, because the sun's over there, you can't see the horses at all at the moment because it's so bright, so we'll have to look at them in a bit. I've got to do some tidying up this morning. The weather's just been so variable. I've got rugs everywhere, and as you can't really see the horses, and I had a big load of hay and there's rugs on the floor in here, and generally got myself in a bit of a mess. It's just been so difficult with the one night it's warm, one day it's warm, then it's cold, then it's cold, then it's warm, then it's cold, then it's warm, then it's cold. The horses and I don't think really know whether we're coming or going with the weather at the moment, so we've just been using so many different sorts and weights and thicknesses of rugs. So everything's out basically at the moment. Tommy hasn't worn one for a while, so I'm going to put Tommy's away. I'm going to put Chesney's really thick one and Basil's really thick one away. Fingers crossed, because somebody's, or at least 2 people have said to me it might snow next weekend, which is Easter weekend. Although it's an early-ish Easter, I don't see how it can snow. Anyway, not properly snow like it did last weekend. We had snow. Yes. Anyway, so I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up, I think, really, and a bit of a sort out of rugs this morning. And I need to have a little bit of a tidy up in here. I've got some towels to wash. I've got my little pots, so I need to do my labels for sending those off as well. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to enjoy this sunshine. I've put Tommy's 2 rugs up there, and then later on I'm going to put Chesney's big one and Basil's big one up there as well, so it just makes it a bit easier. I've got at the moment hanging on the gates to just make sure they're nice and dry. That's Chesney's, obviously not Tommy's. Tommy's were dry anyway, and Basil's, I think they're dry really, but I just like to make sure they're nice and dry on the inside. You can nearly see the boys now across the mud. The field is starting to dry out a little bit, so that's Basil and Chesney, and in a little while after I've ridden I'm going to change their rugs to thinner ones, and Tommy is eating out the hay hutches. They've made quite a mess over there, so I'm not going to give them any more for a little while, but I might do after I've ridden, we'll see. So the mud's pretty bad here, but it is starting to dry out, and I think it's growing a little bit now. So I've cleaned out there and swept up all around the drain, so hopefully that will dry out nicely today. And then I've got some rubbish. I had to buy some new wellies last week, sorry, because mine got a hole in, which are no good, are they, in that weather? So these are, I've not had this mate before, they're rockfish. They're okay. They're nothing particularly special, and I've also got some new boots now, because mine old ones were very, very yucky, holes in them and stuff, so it was about time. So I was waiting till the weather got a bit better. Did buy them a few weeks ago. Anyway, Daisy's having a little wash. And I am going to ride next, I think. To be honest, I can't remember if I've shown you Basil's new saddle. This is it. I'll get it out. So I'm going to treat myself to some new stirrup leathers at some point, because these have stretched so much, and I need to get a seat saver that fits better, because this one doesn't really fit. So it's a fairly standard GP, but it's got I knee and thigh rolls, which is a bit strange, and it's got the new girth strap arrangement in. I have a feeling I might have shown you this already, I can't really remember. But I'm pleased with it so far. He seems to be happy with it. I think I need to wash the numner, but as I say, he seems to be happy with it. So the physio was going to come on Friday, but because the weather's been so bad and I haven't ridden much, I put her off. So she's coming again in 3 weeks. She wanted to come after I've ridden her a little while and see how he's getting on. So she'll probably have been before I next do my video, so I'll be able to give you an update then. Anyway, some rubbish to go in the bin, and as I say, I think I'm going to ride Basil. So here's the saddle on. You can see it a little bit better maybe in the daylight. You can see the Velcro. It's getting a bit more comfy slowly, for me anyway. I think it's starting to mould a little bit to me. Basil feels comfy, innit? It feels He feels happy in it. He's just a little bit loopy really because he hasn't done much, but he's pretty good, to be honest. We're just doing walking with some circles and serpentines and a little bit of walk leg yield. I think he's enjoying it more than doing nothing, but obviously he'd actually much rather just be galloping around like a hoodlum, wouldn't you? Yeah, but we've got to strengthen his back, so... But I think we're making progress, so that's good news anyway. So I'm going to put him out now. Having been a nuisance for my entire ride, Chesney's now decided to eat the hay net. Basil, he's just having a drink. So I've given them some more hay down the bottom as well, and I'm going to leave them to it. They've got quite thin rugs on now, so they should be fine today, because actually there's still a bit of a chilly breeze. I think they wouldn't be warm enough if they didn't have any rug on at all, so it's just going to keep the cool breeze off them. So I'm going to go home and do some jobs at home, and off he goes. And I'll be back to certainly wash all Chesney's legs and his tail. I might try and do the other two tails as well. I'll see how we get on. So I'll see you later. So I'm back again, and I thought the horses would be a bit confused because it's quite early to them, obviously with the clocks going forward, but Chesney is still here. Always ready to come in. He was probably loitered that side of the mud, or maybe he'll come in. Anyway, he's going to get all his legs and his tail washed, and I might do Basil's tail as well. We'll see how we get on. He's just munching still. Oh, Chesney's here. His tooth is fine. He seems to be suffering no problems with half a tooth, so I am checking obviously him every few days to check it's not gone all red. Oh no, Basil's coming too. All good. Oh. So there we are, clean legs, and I've actually cut his feathers this time, and a cleaner tail. His tail needs washing again really, hey? But he looks better, and they're wet now, but in the morning I shall put some, when they're dry, I shall put some Protocol ointment on before I send him back out in the field to protect. Hello, Basil. That's taken me longer than I anticipated, so I'm not going to do anybody else tonight, so I just need to pick out Basil and Tommy's feet and get Basil in the right rug, don't I? Good boy. You're being a good boy. So, I think we'll leave the video there for today. Do you, Basil? Should we have a quick look at Tommy asleep in the sunshine? Hi, monkey. And thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.